space down here.
Yes. Don't be shy now. All right, so good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you to the grand opening of RizTech, which is a brand new business here in the city of Medina. And we are so fortunate that Jen and Riz chose Medina to invest and to start this business. So thank you so much. You picked a beautiful space. Last time I was here, we peeked in and you were, I think, working on the floor. So you
I was on my hands and knees.
come a long way. We do these ribbon cuttings in conjunction with Main Street Medina and the Medina Chamber of Commerce. Our executive director is Matt Wiederhold from Main Street, and he is under the weather right now. So we have Julie McNabb here.
Put my Main Street hat on.
Julie serves on the Main Street board and chaired the promotions committee for a long time, helps out with business development, and is also a fellow business owner that way, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so Jules.
Well, first off, welcome. So happy you chose downtown Medina in the historic district, and on behalf of Main Street Medina, if there's anything you need along the way, feel free to knock on my door, because I'm a great gateway, but also Matt is a wonderful supporter and advocate for small businesses, and thanks for investing in Medina. It's going to be exciting. Great adventure.
Thank you. And also, we, with the Medina Chamber of Commerce, we have Mike Warner, who is our new board president. But I also wanted to introduce Jacqueline Rinksmeyer, executive director. Devin Diello is with the membership services. And they actually just moved back to Medina. They were at a different location, and they went out to the township, and now they're your neighbors, which are upstairs, right?
Yes.
So they didn't have far to come over.
And we moved in about the same time.
Yeah, so obviously they are voice of business, so if you need anything from them. So you got Main Street right there in that building.
Southside's getting really strong.
Chambers upstairs, so I think you're in a very good spot. But Mike, if you wanted to say a few words.
Just wanted to welcome you to the city. I've been in here a couple of times, bought some stuff. They have some great prices here, so I encourage everybody to come and check it out. And as Julie said, just knock on the ceiling and you'll get jacked right away. So good to go. You did drive us up the wall this afternoon, though, when you started popping the popcorn, because it went straight upstairs. So, but welcome to the area. We'd love to have you, and good luck with your venture here.
Thank you.
And he is like a computer techie guy, so he'll probably be your best customer.
Many things here already.
Okay, so we have quite a few elected officials here today, so we're going to start out with our Mayor Dennis Hanwell.
Thank you.
Mayor?
So on behalf of the city, we thank you for the investment here. We got a very vital downtown, as I was sharing with you before we got started. We're at 100% occupancy on the square, and there's a great deal of demand as buildings open up. And that's a good problem to have. In fact, the city is looking at investing in some further commercialization in conjunction with the parking deck that, thanks to Representative Hambley and Senator Obhoff, we got $1 million grant from the state of Ohio that we're coupling with city money to build another parking deck on the west side over by the Sully's brew or pub, I guess. And then the front of that, we're looking at some more commercial space and housing upstairs, which will be great. We support the businesses here. If there's anything at all, although we're having the ribbon cutting now, we're always available if you need help with anything, if you're having some concerns, be it with traffic, be it with security, be it with whatever. Here as well is our police chief, Ed Kinney. Jonathan Mandel is our community development director, which includes planning and zoning, economic development, and our building departments. Barbara is the marketing director for economic development that assists Kimberly. Jared behind the camera is our cable coordinator. They film these so that we can create a disc for you, as well as put it on our website and draw more attention to your new business. And the photos that Barbara's taking will also create a DVD for you, maybe a CD. I'm not good with the technical stuff. Whatever it is, you'll have all the pictures that we take, and they'll be available for you to use for whatever. So I'm going to, on behalf of Senator Obhoff who generally will attend, but he's the president of the Senate, and he gets pulled to the different portions of the state. He was not able to attend, but I want to read at least a paragraph from this and present it to you, and then I'll introduce two of our council members that are here. My glasses to see though. It says, Ohio's economic well-being depends on business entrepreneurs to provide goods and services to the citizens of our state, and I'm proud to note it is through the diligent efforts of individuals such as those associated with RizTech computer sales, repair, and more, who are willing to invest in the future of their community, that Ohio continues to grow and prosper. And thus, with great pleasure, I congratulate RizTech Computer Sales, Repair, and More on its grand opening and offer best wishes for outstanding success in the years to come. On behalf of the Ohio Senate, I present this to you now.
Thank you.
I'd now like to introduce Councilman at Large Paul Rose.
Thank you, Mayor. Jennifer and Riz, thank you for entrusting entrusting the city of Medina with your business to come here to help add to the square, bring something other than a knick-knack shop. I think it's sorely needed here in town. We really need this type of presence. The business or the income that you'll bring to the city will definitely help us in our budgetary process. And this is something that's very important to us. So thank you very much, and looking forward to doing business with you.
Thanks.
And Laura Parnell is our Ward 1 councilperson, which is the northwest sector of the city. And she also is a business owner of Cool Beans right here on the north side of the square. So she can also help with business questions.
Absolutely. I can keep you caffeinated, keep you going as you get everybody in here. No, I wanted to welcome you to the square. I know I stopped in a couple weeks ago and stopped and talked to you, but it is nice to have some diversity on the square, and I welcome you as a neighbor and as a new business member. So.
Thank you.
And from the state of Ohio, Representative Steve Hindley.
Actually, I feel a little bit closer since I live in the district. Unfortunately, I work at the state of Ohio. But as always, it's a great pleasure, and I'm very thankful to the mayor to make arrangements for these kind of events where we can celebrate a birth of certainly of an enterprise, of what's going on. And as other legislators have actually more recently even talked about, they came up this weekend of what was going on in the square, and the question comes to well, how does this happen? What makes it important? And it's just not about the architecture. You need good architecture and what we have, but it's about the people. It's about the good mayor and the council members and the city government, the supportive, also the business family, Main Street Medina, and the others that are part of this community that support one another. That's really how you have the success, not only within the business community, but the events that people want to be at. And I just, I have a lot of praise for your insight of locating here and your enterprise for investing in this vision. And it reminds me of there's a saying that technology can be a useful slave, but technology can also be a dangerous master. Some of us feel like we're slaves of our phones. Well, in order to be, I guess, to make sure that technology is working for us, we have to have the right technology. You're here, it's just not about these components that you're selling, and it's not these commodities, but it's also the technical support. It's also making sure that they're getting the right kind of product that they need, so they are indeed in charge. And they basically are not a slave to the master of technology. So with that, certainly needed here within the city of Medina, and certainly want to extend my gratitude and certainly appreciation for your investment here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Representative. So now I would like to introduce the business owners, Riz Saliba and Jennifer Knapp. And did you guys flip to see who's going to talk, or are you both going to talk?
No, I'll just speak for the both of us and say thank you to the city of Medina, the officials, the business owners who took time out of their busy schedule to come and welcome us officially, and our family that we love, and just to say thank you. And I guess two things. We chose Medina. She kind of gave me directions of what to say. We chose Medina. Yeah, we kind of fell in love here and with Medina at the same time. So when we started talking about wanting to do a business together so we could be together during the day, it was between Akron and Medina. And we just really liked Medina. And then when this space came up, it just seemed like kismet, and we jumped on it, and we've been putting love into it since November 1st. So we're here for the long run, and we really want to serve Medina, and we're so proud to be a part of the integrity that you guys displayed this week with the crisis across the street. I could never say enough, neither of us could, how remarkable your workers and leaders have been in communication, because it was impossible to communicate, yet they did. And just how really the community rallied around. It made us comforted in being business owners here that Medina really does take care of Medina, and that made us even more excited to be a part of something that we've come to love. So thank you for, I guess, making us feel even better about our choice.
Well, and I gotta give you credit because she found out about this space before it was like even posted anywhere.
Yeah.
She's like, I went on the dark web and where's this dark web?
It was loop.
I just remember having that conversation, and so people call all the time and they're like, Kimberly, do you have a waiting list? And like, how can I get in that space there? And when is that person gonna retire? And I'm like, you're not going anywhere. So kudos to you for being so diligent.
We were on it.
And also to not hesitate, because sometimes if you wait that extra day, that space is stamped up and gone, and you miss the opportunity. And like as the mayor said, we're at 100% occupancy now, so the spaces are turning quickly. So again, welcome to the city of Medina. We're so grateful that you chose us. And I think now we are ready to cut the ribbon.